Hello friends, so I don't always wear pants, just FYI, but when I do, I like to wear ones that start at my hips and go all the way down to my ankles, covering everything in between. So I guess, like most pants nowadays. And I had some free time the other day, and I was actually reading about pants, and I read that back in the day, most people didn't wear pants at all. Ooh la la. Instead, in previous centuries, people would wear things like togas, or tunics, or stockings, or all sorts of things that would cover their lower bodies, but apparently not pants. Wow, the more you know, right? Well, to be clear, as I learned, since antiquity, some people have worn garments that we today would call pants, or trousers. In the 8th century, Charlemagne, for example, was a notable pants wearer. Although Charlemagne's biographer used the words feminalia and tibialia to describe his garments, Charlemagne himself probably called them broek, or something similar. We don't know for sure since he never wrote the name down, and they were likely made of linen and extended down to the ankles, like, well, modern-day pants. In any case, over the centuries the word broek, describing the ankle-length garment that Charlemagne wore, gradually developed into the breeches that we know today, and also evolved into the modern-day word meaning pants in languages such as Dutch and Russian. Anyway, about the word pants itself. Well, in the 16th century, a form of theater, originally Italian, called commedia dell'arte, became popular in Europe, and one of the characters was this greedy, skinny old man called Pantalone, whose name, well, we don't know exactly how he was named, but his name is probably descended from Greek, perhaps Pantalemon, which means all compassionate, and is probably just intended in jest, because apparently there was not much that was compassionate about him, if you watch him in action. So anyway, Pantalone wore a very tight two-legged garment that, at the time, was a new style, and looked pretty cool. So cool, in fact, that people started calling what he was wearing pantalones, named after him. These new long-legged pantalones gradually became more popular over the next few centuries, especially among the working class. For example, during the French Revolution, members of the Third Estate, as they were called, wore ankle-length pantaloons in a protest against the culottes, or breeches, of the ruling classes, and this became the pantaloon-wearing sans-culottes. The appeal of pantaloons continued to grow throughout the world over the next couple centuries, and many modern languages, especially Romance ones, adopted the word into their local language. And in English, in the early 19th century United States, apparently pantaloons became quite widespread. Not only among the working class, but among the upper class and in intellectual circles, including, for example, Oliver Wendell Holmes Sr., the father of the future Supreme Court Justice, who was himself a wearer of pantaloons, and who was one of the first to shorten the word to the one-syllable variant that we know today, pants. So there you go, an origin story for all you pants wearers out there, and to our British friends who also wear pants, but do so under their trousers. It's true, trousers have a very different origin story, as we can see in the chart. Unfortunately, the origin story of the word trousers is generally considered unknown, but some experts hypothesize that the word is ultimately connected to the word breeches through the common Proto-Indo-European root breg. Nevertheless, because of the ambiguity regarding the true source of the word, trousers, when it comes to tracing the origin of words used to denote lower body garments, well, this video is admittedly incomplete, but still, hopefully the discussion on pants covers some of the essential bits. Thanks for watching.